Askreddit, what is one of the dumbest things you've done when your brain was on autopilot? Was brushing my teeth and went to throw something away but ended up spitting all over the floor instead. Wake up in the middle of the night to take a pee, then just autopiloted into my morning routine. It wasn't until after I drank my coffee that I realized it was only 3 a.m. and that I wasn't going to be able to go back to sleep. I've gotten in my car on the weekends to go somewhere and gone on autopilot and realize it as I'm pulling into my work's parking lot. I'm like, why the fuck did I drive to work? I put my dirty plate in the freezer instead of the dishwasher. Went to the gym, walked right past the desk where you check in and get a locker key, walked into the locker room, stood in front of a locker and was absolutely puzzled about what to do next. I went inside the gas station, paid, then drove off. Twice. Didn't even fill up, just drove away. Edit, changed satiation to station before the car satiation jokes become too terrible to bear. I used the key fob from my car to lock my refrigerator. Yeah, I don't know either. I was a kitchen employee at Arby's when I was 18. We used to have sub rolls that were foot long, but the only subs we sold were 6-inch. So you had to cut each roll in half before you used it. I was just zoned out one day, and I ended up cutting the sub roll in half, putting the knife back in the sub roll bag, and then trying to use the sub roll to cut the next sandwich. My manager saw it and fucking died. Waited at a stop sign for 5 minutes thinking it was a red light. I was not on my phone. I didn't hold anybody else up luckily. I was working fast food and taking orders both inside and for the drive-thru. I took someone's order inside at the counter and told them to pull forward to the second window. A couple of weeks ago, I was driving home, but instead of going to my current house, I drove to my old house. I haven't lived there in over 5 years. I pulled into the driveway and luckily I realized what I had done before I actually got out of the car. I had a dislocated knee and kicked a soccer ball that was coming towards me. Was holding my phone and ice cream in a cone. Phone rang, answered ice cream. A sticky ear is surprisingly uncomfortable. Early morning, I was about to put mouthwash on my toothbrush but I caught myself and I was like, knee strike brain, and put them back. Then, I grabbed the toothpaste and squeezed it on my palm. Edit, first gold and silver awards. Thanks, guys. I'm happy that my stupidity can provide entertainment for y'alls. Drove 17 miles past my interstate exit before I snapped back to reality. Continuously jammed my work key into my house door. My work key is a big silver one and my house key is one of those picture ones with a bunny on it. My brother ordered nachos at a Mexican restaurant, grabbed a chip and proceeded to watch himself dip it into his tea. After about 2 dips, he came back into reality, shook his head and went, "What? My mother is an EMT. After a 24-hour shift she came home and tried to unlock the front door with her car keys button and did that for about 5 minutes. I once drove to work when I was supposed to drop my younger brother off at school. Neither of us seemed to notice until we got to my workplace and I had turn around. He was late. Flipped my Kindle over to read the other side of a document. Tore open a sugar packet, poured it directly into the trash, tossed the empty paper packet into my coffee. I slathered my face with hair gel this morning. I was folding my freshly laundered bed linens while simultaneously putzing around the house. I don't know what to tell you, but somehow, I was folding a pillowcase, then the next moment, I couldn't find it anywhere. And I looked everywhere my very tiny home. It wasn't in the folded pile, it wasn't in the closet, it wasn't in the bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen where I puttered around while folding said laundry. It still haunts me and I'm going to find that effing pillowcase even if it kills me. Edit, I didn't expect this to blow up, OMG. I am now even more determined to look for that pillowcase, lost it last Wednesday. I am at my mother's house for the weekend but will update this when I get back home. It's definitely not in my hand, my other hand, trash or fridge. My main suspects are the closet or within the fitted sheets, meaning I have to refold them. Sad face. What's funnier is there are 2 pillowcases of the same design and it's making me even crazier thinking I imagined the other one. I was also searching for it holding the other one like it was a missing cat poster. Lol. Also, I am not German, just learning the language. I used to have a cat, but now I currently don't. Here he is. Edit 2. Update to anyone still interested, I haven't found the pillowcase yet. I have checked everywhere, the linen closet, kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets, bedroom cabinets, fridge, and the bed and other pillows. I think I'm losing my mind, or have I actually lost it already when I couldn't find that damn pillowcase in the first place? Swiped up on a paper magazine like it was a screen. Overshot an exit that I've used hundreds of times, didn't notice and ended up driving another 50 miles before realizing that I was way out of the city's boundaries. Still don't remember any of the in-between, just starting to drive and then realizing I had no idea where I was. Put a dog biscuit into the washing machine instead of a detergent pod. I realized before turning it on, so I was able to recover it. When I was a brand new mom on maternity leave, but still trying to juggle law school and a newborn, my sister-in-law had an emergency and had to leave her Boston Terrier with me. Even though he was a very well-behaved dog and had met the baby, we still kept them separated just in case. One morning, after my husband left for work, I picked up the baby up out of the bassinet and went downstairs to make coffee. My husband had forgotten something and promptly came right back in to find me at the counter, brewing coffee, rocking a black and white dog in one arm, while our son still quietly chilling in his bassinet upstairs. He took the day off from work and I went back to sleep. I have a dog with fluffy white hair. Think poodle-ish. I was on the couch, petting and talking to my dog for a good while when I see my wife come down the stairs. Trailing behind her was my dog. I had been petting a Costco fuzzy white blanket the whole time. I wish I could say it only happened once. Edit, for those asking for pics of my puppet Denver the Doodle Dog on Insta update, you can now see my dog and the blanket at Denver the Doodle Dog on Instagram. Had a drink in my hand and dumped it out because I checked the time on my watch. I poured soda into a bowl. I pet my laptop thinking it was my dog. I once put dog food instead of uncooked rice in the rice cooker. Edit, nobody asked, but obligatory dog tax. Not me, but one time my GF got handed her drink at Starbucks, said thanks, went over to the bar to get cream or something and immediately dropped her fresh drink straight into the trash can at the bar. Her mother and I just looked at her and started laughing. The barista saw what happened and with a "it happens" attitude agreed to replace the drink. It also helped that no one was in there except us, haha. We still bring it up every now and then and all laugh, my GF included. I told my friend, "You're welcome," after he sneezed and excused himself the other day. Put the cereal box in the fridge. When I was like 9 or 10, my grandparents had a beach house in Biloxi, Mississippi. I know, why the hell there? Anyway, the condominium complex had a pool and my mother took me to the pool as the adults were going off gambling and whatnot. Mom and I arrive at the pool and there's a girl there, maybe 13 or 14. Me, being on the edge of full-blown adolescence, was locked on her. So mom was talking about God knows what at the time. I'm just, yeah mom, while watching this girl swim and loading her into my 10-year-old spank bank. I begin to take off my shirt, but I had gone full autopilot and slid my swim trunks down as if I was about to get into a shower. Oh fuck. I pull them back up because I think the girl had noticed but mom didn't. I told my mother I had to take a wicked shit and went back to the condo, and now I have this horrid memory to look back on every now and again, even into my late 20s. I shook my phone to see how full the battery was. I was trying to make some scrambled eggs. Basic prep: crack the eggs, put the eggs in a bowl, toss the shell. My dumbass, crack the egg, put egg in the trash. I literally stood above the trash can with the shell in my hands, processing what had just happened for about 30 seconds. I just had the faint feeling of I fucked up, and was wondering exactly how for way too long. Lifted my welding mask up and forgot it was on my head, then went to get a new mask. TV remote in the fridge. I do so much dumb fucking stuff while on autopilot, and it doesn't help that I'm on autopilot more often than not, plus thrown away so many spoons and forks, then had to dig in the trash to get them back out, plus threw away my phone instead of my trash more times than I care to mention, plus where are my keys? Where are my keys? Oh, that's right, they're in the fridge, cause fuck you, that's why, plus throw away something I was eating, plus where's my phone? Where's my goddamn phone? In the closet on the top shelf underneath a stack of papers, cause fuck you, that's why. I was riding passenger in my car with my wife driving. I was sort of brain dead after work while we were carpooling and we came to a stoplight. It turned green but the car in front of us wasn't moving for a few seconds. I was trying to call the car a motherfucker, and then tell my wife to honk, but ended up saying, honk motherfucker. Let me tell you, the look my wife had on her face before she realized I was being retarded was something unique. So now it has become a joke between us cause she started laughing her ass off once I realized what I had done moments later and I went, wait no, that isn't what I meant. Thanks for watching, listening. Don't forget to subscribe.